I still remember that Friday night as if it had happened yesterday. The clock read 11:47 p.m. when the front door creaked open. Olivia stepped inside, her perfume thick in the hallway like smoke in a closed room. She was dressed far more elegantly than usual: red dress, curled hair, freshly painted lips. She froze when she saw me on the couch, pretending to watch TV. "You're still up?" she asked, forcing a smile. "Yeah," I replied quietly. "Couldn't sleep." Her heels clicked across the floor as she passed, heading straight to the bedroom. I noticed her slip her phone into her purse as if it were radioactive. My chest tightened. She insisted this was a girls' night, no men allowed. I didn't protest, though doubts had been piling up for weeks: late nights, sudden gym routines, constant phone checking. Something was off. When she came out of the bedroom, she wore old pajamas, hair tied back, makeup wiped off too quickly. She leaned down, kissed my cheek, and whispered, "You worry too much," before disappearing into the bathroom, humming a tune I hadn't heard in years. I wanted to believe her, the woman I married 7 years ago, the one who stayed up late watching movies and eating cold pizza with me, but my gut refused. The next morning, she was unusually affectionate: coffee ready, breakfast on the table, good morning, handsome. Everything felt rehearsed, like she was trying to erase the night before. I smiled, kissed her, nodded, but inside, I was quietly collecting evidence. For weeks, I tracked her habits: perfume, bars she claimed to visit, nights she came home too happy or too tired. Her friend Amanda hadn't been at girls' nights for months. Who was she really with? I needed proof. When Olivia announced another night out, I said, "Have fun," but I made calls, one to a private investigator, another to a lawyer. This wasn't born from anger, but exhaustion. I'd given her everything. I needed the truth to set me free. 2 nights later, the PI called. "Mr. Hayes, you should sit down." Photos arrived: Olivia at a downtown restaurant, candlelight reflecting off a wine glass. Across from her, a man I didn't recognize, ring off, hand on hers. Every photo worse than the last. In one, she laughed with her head thrown back, just like she did with me. My heart didn't break from the touch, it broke from the joy. I didn't confront her immediately. I wanted more than anger. The lawyer drafted divorce papers and suggested a delivery method I didn't fully understand until it unfolded: poetic justice. 3 nights later, Olivia mentioned another girls' dinner. I told her I had a late project. She kissed me softly, guilt behind her smile. I watched her drive away, hands trembling around an untouched cup of coffee. At 7:32 p.m., my lawyer texted, "Delivered." Attached, a photo, the waiter handing Olivia a sealed envelope. Her face went pale. The man froze mid-bite. Silence fell. She tore it open, expecting romance. First line: petition for dissolution of marriage. She didn't cry at first. Just stared, lips parted, hands trembling. The man leaned over. She jumped up so fast the chair fell backward. The restaurant watched as she searched for words that didn't exist. That night, she didn't come home. The next morning, sunlight crept through blinds, but the house felt darker than ever. Her car gone. Her side of the bed untouched. My phone buzzed, one message: "I need to talk." I didn't reply. 7 years of dreams, fears, and faith given to someone else. At noon, her car returned. Pale, sunglasses on, makeup free. She hesitated at the doorway. "Daniel," she said softly, "please, can we just talk?" I didn't move. "Talk now? You want to talk?" She nodded, tears forming. "It wasn't what you think." I cut her off. "Don't insult me. I saw the photos. You don't hold hands like that with a friend. You don't smile like that with someone you don't love." Her voice cracked. "It started as a friendship. I was lonely. You were always working. I needed someone to listen." I laughed bitterly. "Someone to listen? So you found someone to undress your loneliness." Tears came fast. She covered her face, muttering apologies I no longer heard. Every sob echoed months of heartbreak I'd silently endured. "I never wanted to hurt you," she whispered. "You did," I said. "You just didn't think I'd find out." Silence. The clock ticked loudly. The house, once warm, now a crime scene of memories. "What happens now?" she asked. I slid a folder across the table. "It's already happening. Papers are signed. Respond." She opened it, trembling. Didn't expect me to follow through. Most men would yell, throw things, forgive. I wasn't most men. "I'll move out today," she said. "Please don't hate me." "I don't hate you, Olivia. I just don't love a liar." She nodded, tears streaming, and left for the bedroom. 10 minutes later, she returned with a small suitcase, the one she used for her girls' nights. I watched her leave and finally felt something close to peace. Weeks passed. Friends, family, opinions, some urged second chances, others called me heroic. None knew the feeling of watching love turn into strangerhood. A month later, I returned to the restaurant. The waiter recognized me. "You're the guy from that night." Intense. "Yeah," I smiled faintly. He handed me a drink. "She came back," he whispered. She sat at the same table a week later, silent, staring at the door. I stayed, letting the hum of the restaurant wash over me. Free. Months later, I heard she'd moved, her lover returned to his wife. One night, she texted, "You'll always be the one I regret losing." I stared, then deleted it. Regrets are heavy, forgiveness doesn't mean carrying them. I put my phone down, looked around my quiet home, and realized, sometimes, the loudest closure comes not from confrontation, but from silence, the kind that lets you breathe again. That night, I turned off the light, and I knew this was true.